Okay, so we've gone through a lot today.
Saka nhasi tatarisa zvinhu zvakawanda.
And yeah, so let's go through a bit of a dialogue because I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Saka ngatimboitai nhaurirano notoda kunzwa pfungwa dzenyu.
Do you have any questions about anything that I've taught?
Pane ane mibvunzo here nezvinhu zvandataura zvandadzidzisa?
It may not be now, but other presentations I've done in this last few months.
Inogona kunge chisiri chidzidzo chanhasi asi mamwe mapresentation andakaita mumwedzi yapfuura ishoma iyi. I have a question whilst others are preparing.
hmm Justina has a question whilst others are preparing.
So when you talked about foreign policy, and then I can't remember where exactly, but I think you were introducing the second lesson.
hmm
We talked about foreign policy, and then internal or domestic policy, if I remember well.
Maybe
So
finish your
is it
question and then I'll think of where
uh
it is. Yeah.
so when we talk about foreign policy, is it the one that's in connection with America pursuing the world? Is it the one that's leading to the World White Sunday Law, whilst domestic policy is the one to do with the glorious land?
Do you
Remember the fights that we talk about, isn't we say America? We say America against itself, the glorious land, and then we talk about um, the King of the North pursuing the world White Sunday Law. So is it through its foreign policies that we see how it deals with the world, and through its domestic policies how we see it dealing with the glorious land?
So the question is
Mubvunzo ndewekuti
when we talk about foreign policy and domestic policy,
patinotaura nezveforeign policy nezvedomestic policy,
is it related to the King of the North's pursuits
zvine ukama here neking of the north paanenge achitevera
in the glorious land versus its pursuits to the world?
muglorious land versus paanenge achiteverera nyika?
And to put it simply, yeah,
Kungozvitaura zviri nyore hongu.
when you think of foreign policy, it's the administration's dealings with other countries.
Patinotaura nezveforeign policy ndoku maadministration nekudhila kwainoita nedzimwe nyika.
And domestic policy is how the government is going to deal with domestic issues, internal issues.
Madomestic policy ndo hurumende paichange ichidhila nezvinhu zviri mukati meamerica, internal issues, sorry.
Yeah. And so there is definitely a connection between the two.
Saka pane kubatana pakati pezviviri izvi.
Because how I understand it,
Nekuti kunzwisisa kwandinozviita izvi,
when we think of Daniel 11, verse 41,
patinofunga nezvaDaniel 11 ndima ya41,
the king of the north is marching towards conquering the world.
King of the North anenge achimacha achienda kunokunda nyika.
And so the policies that it has with the world,
Mapolisi ainayo nenyika,
you should be able to see how it deals with domestic internal issues.
unofana kumaona kuti anodhila sei nezviri mukati memapolisi enyika yake,
And vice versa.
uye vice versa.
I hope that made sense.
Thank you.
No problem.
I think it takes me to the next question
Mm-hmm.
of the issues that you just said about. I'm still trying to to internalize because it was a lot.
Hmm.
But when we talk about America and how it's been dealing with its immigration and economy,
Hmm.
so immigration has to do with how it's dealing with people coming from other countries, and also the issue of the trade wars or tariffs or whatever. It deals with how it's also dealing with other countries.
Hmm.
So the internal bit of it would be how how the other side says we're going to deal with immigration policies like this. For example, the Biden administration, and how the Trump administration says, no, we're going to deal with immigration this way. So that's the internal
Hmm.
fight. And then how it deals with those other nations, that's the external fight. Is that the way to see it?
So the question was, when we think about immigration, is it a domestic issue?
Mubvunzo wangu wari
Sorry, you cut out.
wekere.
And when we think about trade wars, is that foreign policy, foreign issues? Hello, Justina?
I lost you a bit.
Okay. So the question is immigration related to domestic policy and trade wars foreign policy?
Mubvunzo wanga uri kuti immigration related to domestic policy and trade wars kune foreign policy here.
In comparing and contrasting the way the Biden administration handled immigration and how the Trump administration is handling immigration.
Mukufananidza nekusiyanisa Biden administration kuendla kwairi kuita immigration neTrump administration muendlire wairi kuita maissues iwayo.
Simply yes.
Zviri simple hongu.
But in its dealing with illegal immigration,
Mukudhila kwainoita neillegal immigration,
you can see how it affects the world as well.
unogona kuona kuti inoafecta nyika sei zvakare.
El Salvador, Mexico, Canada, and you can see the arguments that are going on at the moment.
El Salvador, Mexico, Canada nehondo dziri kuitika panguva ino.
Because Trump is going to say, I'm going to put all these illegal immigrants on a plane and I want them to land in your country.
Nekuti Trump achati ndoda kuisa maillegal immigrants vese ava mundege vouya kunyika dzenyu.
And if you don't want that, then I'm going to slap you with some tariffs.
Kana musingazvidi ndichabva ndakunamai nematariffs.
So the two are really intertwined.
Saka zviviri izvi zvakarukana.
In Trump trying to make America great again,
Trump achizama kuita America kuti ive great zvakare,
it has to fight with the world.
inofana kurwisanisana nenyika.
So to try and answer your question,
Kuzama kupindura mubvunzo wako,
it's this enmeshed dealing of affairs.
kudhila nemaaffairs kwakarukana rukana.
Trump's primary motivation is for dealing with immigrants.
Motivation yaTrump iri primary yekudhila nema-immigrants.
He uses pretty inflammatory rhetoric,
Anoshandisa kutaura kunotsamwisa kukuru.
but you know he doesn't have a deep-seated hatred for cultural immigrants.
Asi unoziva kuti haana ruvengo rwuri maari rwakanyanya rwema-immigrants vari cultural.
He's kind of put in a box to have that inflammatory rhetoric.
Anoiswa mubox kuve ne-inflammatory rhetoric iyi.
But his primary objective is solving the economy, and he sees illegal immigration as a cause for economic woes.
Asi primary objection yake ndeyekusolva ma-economic issues, asi anoona illegal immigration iri yekukonzeresa.
Whether it's crime,
zvisinei nekuti inyaya dzeumbavha here.
He likes talking a lot about how illegal immigration brings crime.
Anoda kutaura zvakanyanya nekuti illegal immigration iri kuunza crime zvakanyanya sei.
Or this somewhat misguided belief that immigrants drive down wages. It's more complicated than that.
Kana kuti belief yaainayo yekuti maimmigrants vanoita drive down mawages, zviro zvakanyanya kupetana kupfuura izvozvo.
And then when Trump talks about bringing back manufacturing to the US,
Trump paanozotaura nezvekudzosa manufacturing kuUS,
he knows that that's probably not going to happen within the next 4 years.
anoziva kuti zvazvisi kuzoitika mumakore 4 anotevera.
But often what populists do
Asi kazhinji zvinoitwa nemapopulists
is that they paint things in black and white to point out a big contrast between the establishment and the people.
kuti vanoisa zvinhu zviri black and white kuti pave necontrast yakakura pakati peestablishment nevanhu.
And so his desire to bring back jobs to America
Saka chishuwo chake chekudzosa mabasa muamerica
is for these blue-collar workers in your middle and lower middle class workers.
kuitira mablue collar vari mumiddle nelower class vashandi ivavo.
Yeah, so that's how I view it, at least.
Thank you. I think there are questions in the chat.
Okay, let me go to that. So a question has, I'll read the question in full. Ellen White speaks of the Civil War as a scourge against the South for the sin of slavery and against the North for perpetuating slavery by their inactivity. Is the Civil War in the USA from 2001 through 2014 to 2019 also a scourge?
Ellen White anotaura nezvecivil war sepunishment against vekusouth nechitema cheslavery, against vekunorth vachienderera mberi nechitema cheslavery nekunge vasiri active. Civil war yekuUSA kubva 2001, 2014, 2019 ipunishment zvakare here.
So we have this revolution from 2001 to 2019.
Saka pane revolution iripo kubva 2001 kusvika 2019.
Where symbolically 2014 is midway in the Civil War.
Midway inenge iri 2014 mucivil war iyi.
And as you've pointed out, the war is a scourge against the North for their failure.
Sezvawataura, hondo ipunishment kunorth nemaererano nekukundikana kwavakaita.
So if we point out that North equals sixth kingdom,
tikanongedzera kuti North ndiyo sixth kingdom
and South seventh,
South iri yechi7,
or the king of the North,
kana mambo wekunorth,
we can tie this to Nebuchadnezzar and Elder Parminder's studies about Nebuchadnezzar's role.
ishogona kuzvisungirira kuna Nebuchadnezzar kana zvidzidzo zvaElder Parminder maererano nebasa raNebuchadnezzar.
Where Jeremiah points out that God is going to use Nebuchadnezzar to punish the glorious land.
Apo Jeremiah anotaura kuti Mwari achashandisa Nebuchadnezzar kupanisha glorious land.
For their inactivity.
Nekusava active kwavakaita.
And so Trump, as being the king of the seventh kingdom,
Trump ariye mambo we7th kingdom,
is going to be raised up to scourge the glorious land.
Anosumudzwa kuti apanishe glorious land.
And you see the same story, whether it's ancient Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar or the Civil War and the North and the South.
Unoona nyaya imwe chete inogona kunge iri ancient Babylon kana civil war kana nyaya ipi.
Does that answer your question, Liberty?
Nopindura mubvunzo wako here, Liberty?
I'll take the silence as a yes.
Ndichatora runyararo sekuti hongu.
Okay, you've said partly. What needs to be clarified?
Hanzi partly chii chandiri kufanira kuchekesa.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So I think the part that I want clarity on is the aspect of the scourge. Like when I was comparing the two histories, the civil war in the Millerite history, which is 61, 63, 65, it falls in the dispensation where God is now punishing the deed, or the dispensation after the probation is closed. But when we come to this other civil war, 2001, 14, and 19, it's actually in the dispensations prior to the time of punishing. But they're both civil wars. So I'm asking on the aspect of the scourge, is God punishing the sixth kingdom already from 2001? Or this civil war serves to facilitate the rising of someone who is going to punish the sixth kingdom? So that's where I have a bit of discrepancy between those two civil wars.
Okay. Justina, did you hear that?
Mhm.
Could you translate?
Okay. So Liberty ari kubvunza kuti kupanishwa kwakaita vanhu civil war yekuamerica kwakanga kuri mudispensation apo probation yanga mutsa wanga wavharwa, but kuiona kwatiri kuita nhasi iri kuita kunge iri mudispensation probation isati yavharwa. Saka ari kubvunza maererano nepunishment kuti iri kugadzirira kuti uyu seventh kingdom azogona kupanisha here sixth kingdom yakatadza basa rayo, kana kuti ndiyo itori punishment yacho.
So when we think about waymarks,
Patinofunga nezvemawaymarks,
just like symbols, they can have different meanings.
sezvakaita masymbols anogona kunge aine mameaning akasiyana siyana.
So 1989 can be understood as the death of the King of the South in its entirety.
1989 inogona kunzwisiswa sekufa kwaking of the south zvizere.
In the line of World War II, the wound would be 1945.
Muline yeworld war II ronda rinenge riri 1945.
But from a different perspective, 1989 could be the wound,
Asi nemuono mumwe wakasiyana 1989 inogona kunge riri roronda.
and 91 be the death.
1991 kuripo kufa.
We can line 1989 up with Panium,
1989 togona kuinanganisa nepanium,
or we could line 1989 up with the Sunday Law.
kana kuti togona kutolaina 1989 nesunday law.
So my point is, a waymark can go in different places depending on what story you're telling.
Saka pfungwa yangu ndeyekuti waymark inogona kuenda panzvimbo dzakasiyana siyana zvichibva nekuti iwe uri kutaura nyaya ipi.
So if you're telling the story of that line of Millerite history where 61 to 65 is the close of probation,
Kana uri kutaura iwewe nyaya yeline remillerite history yekuti 61 kusvika 65 inenge iri close of probation,
on the line of the priests, that would line up with 2019 to 2021.
paline remapriest zvinolaina up ne2019 kusvika 2021.
And the Civil War serves a specific function in this parallel.
Civil war ichiseva specific function muhondo iyi.
But as soon as you start talking about 2001 to 2019,
paunotanga manje kutaura nezve2001 kusvika 2019
and you divide it up with Midway,
woidivhaidha iwewe nemidway,
it takes on different properties.
inobva yatora maproperty akasiyana.
So in both cases, it's a story about punishment.
Saka mumacases acho ari maviri inyaya yepunishment.
This is the story about the rising of a punisher in revolution.
Iyi inyaya yekusumuka kwemunhu ari kupanisha murevolution.
As the Republican Party is being purged.
Republican Party ichiitwa purge.
This is the civil war against the establishment.
Iyi icivil war iri against establishment.
But then when you think about it in the context of the close of probation,
Paunoifunga necontext yeclose of probation,
this is now punishment, or God using Nebuchadnezzar as a tool.
iyi ndiye yapunishment Mwari achishandisa Nebuchadnezzar setool.
So that scourge that you spoke about, the instrument of punishment.
Scourge yatataura nezvayo, instrument kana punishment.
So basically, to try and answer your question,
Kuzama kupindura mubvunzo wako,
it depends what story you're telling.
zvinobva nekuti uri kutaura nyaya yechii.
The civil war is going to serve different purposes depending on the parable.
Ichasevha mapurpose akasiyana siyana zvichibva neparable racho.
Yeah. Liberty, are you there?
Yes. Thank you. It really makes sense for me now. Thank you so much.
No problem. Robbie had asked a question in the chat, so I'll read that one next. Okay. Hi. I just wanted clarity on the Sunday law. I got that the national Sunday law waymark is 2024, if I got you right. When is the worldwide Sunday law, and what is the marker or indicator we should look for to identify it?
Ndachida kuwana clarity panyaya yesunday law. Ndanzwisisa kuti national Sunday law waymark 2024 kana ndakubata zvakanaka. Ndanichida kubvunza kuti worldwide Sunday law iriko rini uye munongedzo wacho ndeupi? Tinofanira kutarisa chii kuti tii-identify?
So this is Daniel 11 verse 41, and this is Daniel 12 verse 1.
Saka iyi Daniel 11 verse 41, iyi Daniel 12 verse 1.
What we would associate with the close of probation.
Zvatinoassociata ne-close of probation.
And while I tried to demonstrate that this is July 18, 2024.
Apo ndichizama kudemonstrate kuti iyi July 18, 2024.
Coupled with December 17.
Takaibatanidza neDecember 17.
This was the focus of my study today.
Indo yanga iri focus yechidzidzo changu nhasi.
I think we're in the increase of knowledge that is building up to understanding this waymark when the time comes.
Ndofunga kuti tiri muincrease of knowledge iri kutobuilda up kuzonzwisisa waymark iro parichazouya.
So at least for now, the focus of my studies are going to be about this.
At least izvezvi focus yezvidzidzo zvangu inenge iri up.
But a marker or indicator, I think, would be related to what you see here, because this is the agitation of this.
Asi munongedzo unenge uri neukama nezvatinoona apa nekuti iyo ndiyo agitation yezviri kumberi izvi.
We learnt about the marker for this by looking at the agitation of the National Sunday Law. So we could do the same for that.
Takadzidza nemaka yeiyi nekudzidza neagitation yesunday law zvatogona kuita zvakafanana newaymark inotevera iyi.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
I have a question.
Sorry, Robbie, can I just finish with Robbie? Is that fine? that answer fine?
Yeah, that's fine. I understand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So can carry on.
Okay, my question is like, if possible, can you also compare and contrast 1888 and 2024? Like, for example, we have Blair Bill then and Project 2025 in 24. And these are the documents that sought to shape America in a similar way.
Saka tinogona here kucompare nekucontrasta 1888 na2024. Sezvawanyora apa pane Blair Bill, apa pane Project 2025. Zvinova zvinhu zviri kushepa experience yeAmerica.
I have to think about that.
Ndinofanira kufunga nezvazvo.
My reservation is because the Blair Bill
Reservation yangu ndeyekuti Blair Bill
was legal legislation.
yaiva legislation yaiva legal.
So it was something that would have been passed by Congress, certified by the president, etc., etc.
Chaiva chinhu chaipasiswa neCongress chocertifyiwa zvichienda zvakadaro.
Whereas Project 2025 was a work group of how they would go about shaping government.
Asi Project 2025 iri basa reboka ravaiona kuti voshepa sei.
So it's not really a legal document
Saka harisi document riri legal zvakadaro.
in the same way the Blair Bill was.
Nenzira imwe chete iri Blair Bill.
I could see the connection between like the principle of reshaping government
Ndogona kuona connection iripo pakati peprinciple yekushepa patsva government.
but I need to think more about if you can make that connection in that way.
Asi rega ndimbofunga more kuti togona kuita here connection iyoyo nenzira iyoyo.
So sorry for not having a good answer, but those are just my thoughts of thinking about what the answer would be.
Ndinohuropo nekusava nemhinduro izvezvi, asi ndopfungwa dzangu nekufunga kuti mhinduro yacho inenge yakadii.
One thing that I think characterizes the Sunday law and the dispensation of the Sunday law
Chimwe chinhu chinocaracterize Sunday law nedispensation yeSunday law
is when we think about the internal and we think about radical feminism,
patinofunga nezvezviri mukati nepatinofunga nezveradical feminism,
it can be understood through this term,
zvinogona kunzwisisikwa nevara iri:
equality under the law.
kuenzana pasi pemutemo.
So it is institutionalizing equality.
Kuinstitutionalize equality.
You have this belief system that everyone should be viewed equally by the law.
Unenge uine belief system iyi yekuti munhu wese anofanira kutariswa zvakafanana nemutemo.
So if that's our message internally,
Kana iriyo message yedu mukati,
external, whatever the Sunday law is about, in terms of the period of the Sunday law,
kunze zvisinei nekuti Sunday law ndeyechi maererano neperiod yeSunday law,
should be understood with regards to institutionalized patriarchy.
zvofanira kunzwisisiwa maererano neinstitutionalized patriarchy.
As the opposite of equality under the law.
The opposite ye-equality under the law.
And so my point is, I don't know if Project 2025 has these properties.
Saka pfungwa yangu ndeyekuti handizivi kuti project 2025 inenge ine maproperties aya here.
As in the literal document, the workbook that that group had or has.
Kuti document racho literal kana workbook ranga riine boka iyoyo.
Yeah. Did my thoughts make sense? Or yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll think about that a bit more though.
Ndichafunga nezvazvo.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions? As
Pana achiri nemibvunzo here?
if not, we can close with prayer.
Kana pasisina tinogona kuvhara nemunamato.
So please join me as we pray.
Saka handijoinewo apo tichanamata.
Dear God,
Mwari,
thank you once again for the opportunity to gather.
tinokutendai nemukana wekuungana.
I pray and ask that you may continue to guide us as we search for truth.
Ndonamata kuti murambe muchititungamirira apo tiri kusecha chokwadi.
And be with us individually and corporately in our
Muve
relationship with you.
nesu sema-individuals uye se-corporate mukunzwisisa kwedu.
This is my prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Uyu munamato wangu muzita raJesu.